Hello Ranger Nation, and thank you for joining us to celebrate the life of Jason David Frank. My name is Peter, and I will be hosting this dedication video. I would first and foremost like to thank Tammy, as well as the entire Frank family, for allowing us all to share in the funeral ceremony on JDF's final Facebook Live. If you haven't seen it, the video is still currently available on JDF's Facebook fan page. In my memory, a celebrity funeral has never been shared in this fashion, and we, his fans from all over the world, are grateful to have been included in a way that I'm sure Jason would have appreciated. I have used many pieces of media to put this special together. However, out of respect for the family, I will not be sharing any video or images taken from the funeral itself. I will leave appropriate credits where possible to the used media in the description below. On the morning of the 19th of November 2002, rumours slowly started emerging online of the tragedy that would later in the day be confirmed, and all of our best hopes that it was a horrible hoax were lost. We here at Ranger Chamber, and indeed all over the world, are heartbroken by this unfortunate event and the details that have since been released with it. Please allow us to share with you our memories of not only Tommy, but the legend behind the character. Jason was born on September 4th, 1973, in California. His first marriage was to Shana in 1994. The couple had 2 sons and a daughter. The couple ultimately divorced in 2001. In 2003, Jason married again to Tammy, whom he shared 1 daughter. Jason shared his portion of dark times, losing co-star Yellow Ranger actress Tree Trang, his brother on and off screen Eric Frank, his stepdaughter, and his beloved mother Janice Mama Frank. Jason managed to navigate all these dark times with his strong Christian faith and belief that he would meet them all again in the kingdom of heaven. Jason was a lover of the martial arts. He studied many forms that included Shidkan, Wado-ryu, Taekwondo, Judo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, Wing Chun, Jeet Kudo, and Aikido doable, to attain titles in many disciplines. 8th Dan Black Belt in Shotokan Karate, Black Belt in Wado-ryu Karate, Black Belt in Taekwondo, Black Belt in Judo, Purple Belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, a Ajahn degree in Muay Thai, and all this goes without saying, has earned him the rank of Master. On June 28, 2008, he was inducted into the World Karate Union Hall of Fame. In 2013, he attained the then Guinness World Record for the most 1-inch pine boards broken during freefall, successfully breaking 7. The previous record was only 2. In May 2010, he made his debut in the world of MMA and would attain an undefeated streak of 5. 4 at the amateur level with 2 submissions, 1 KO and 1 TKO. His final victory came at the pro level with his 3rd submission victory. Jason, as we all know, starred in the hit TV show in the 90s, Power Rangers, playing the character Tommy Oliver, the Green Ranger. Ironically, only originally scheduled to appear in 14 episodes of the season 1 show due to the lack of Japanese footage. The popularity of the character was such he remained on the show for 5 consecutive seasons with specifically shot Japanese footage exclusive to Power Rangers, not now known as Zeo 2, as the Green, White, Red Rangers, later returning for a 6th season to become the Black Ranger. The character Tommy Oliver would appear in another 3 much anticipated anniversary specials. He would eventually retire the character of Tommy Oliver to begin his new project, Legend of the White Dragon, as Eric Reed. Jason David Frank passed away in Texas at the age of just 49. My recorded words today could never do justice to the life and legacy left behind by this giant personality that captured the hearts of millions all over the world, not just by the die-hard MMPR fans of the 90s like myself, but also the younger generations who have joined this incredible fandom as the years have gone by. Master, Jason David Frank, you, sir, are a shining star that burnt out way too soon and will leave us with a void that simply cannot be filled. The love you had for your family, your friends, and even us, your fans, rivals the best of them, and all our skies are darker without you shining down upon us. Your memory will live on in your family's hearts, stories from your fans, and the wonderful memories you have preserved for us via your Facebook Lives, My Morphing Life episodes, and of course, every time you donned the helmet and boots. At this time, I will pass over to team members here at Ranger Chamber to share their own personal memories of JDF and then finish up with a special video package. Jason David Frank, may the power forever protect you. God bless your soul, and may you now continue to rest in peace. Thank you for everything.
Hi there, Ranger Nation. It's me, Joe, and my partner.
Hi everyone, I'm Gary. It's good to see you again.
We wish, obviously, this was on more positive terms, but we're here to, in this video made by the incredible Peter Van Martin. As you guys know, the more phenomenal Jason David Frank sadly passed away, and we're here to give our condolences to him, to his family, his friends, and of course you guys out there, the Power Ranger Nations. Both Gary and I have been grieving, and you know, I've been finding it really tough for the last week or so. It's just been really tough.
It has.
And so we're here in this really awesome video made by Peter, who's been doing an amazing job on this special Ranger Chamber tribute video. So Gary and I are going to just share our favourite memory of Jason David Frank on Power Rangers. So Gary, why don't you start us off?
Well, Tommy was like a real legend walking into Power Rangers as the Green Ranger, but when he lost his coin, thanks to Rita Repulsa,
due to the green candle, yeah,
we thought that's the end of Tommy. We're not going to see him again. We're not going to get that connection between Tommy, Kimberly, and I was gutted. So when we had White Light and as we saw Tommy come back as the White Ranger, I got really excited, thinking, yes, we finally get to see them. And the fact that we got to see them at the end of the 2017 movie as well, that was brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
That was a really cool cameo. That's like a nice nod to the past as well. And the fact that that happened to Tommy twice, because you had the Return of an Old Friend in season 1 as well. Then in season 2, he came back in White Light, which was a very exciting episode because no one expected it to happen. And that's what made it such a good episode. I have 2 memories because I've been lucky enough to meet the guy. I met him about 3 times. 2015 was my first time, and that was at London Film Comic Con. And the first time I met Jason David Frank, he was just an amazing person. He was just so kind, down to earth. He made me feel so special, like as if he made me feel like I belong in this community. He made me feel so special. He made me feel like, dude, you belong with the Power Rangers. You are just an amazing person. But, you know, all that day, I remember there's this moment. It was a really funny moment. We were waiting to do the Power Ranger talk, and he came along, being his usual funny self, and he saw me in my red room, and I was dressed as the armoured Mighty Morphin Red Ranger, and he pretended to fall into me, and he's like, oh, help me, Tommy, help me, like he was pretending to be Kimberly, and I was like, it's all right, don't worry, Kimberly, I'll save you. So it's like I was just playing along with it, and it's like it made me just the fact that you know, the fact he did that with me was such a wonderful moment. I will always remember that moment with him. And yeah. Sorry guys.
All right, so we are in London Film Comic-Con, day number 2, filming my Morphin life right there as we film, and just want to get in line for my awesome fans, wherever my fans are. What's happening, everybody? Y'all doing good? Give some energy over here. Let me see that those exciting faces over here. And even in a turbo, yes. What's happening, buddy?
Hey! Say hello, people! You're live on Facebook! I want you to say something. After 3, I want you to scream, go, go, Power Rangers, as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3, go, Power Rangers! Whoa, now that's how you get the party started on the Turbo reunion. That's how it's done. Okay, so you're live, Jason David Frank's Facebook page.
Yes, all right. Thank you, guys. Hopefully you guys behave yourself on here. Say bye to everybody. All right, hey, thanks. I'm going to have to rewatch this a little bit later tonight, so hopefully you guys said some good things about me. But anyway, we are live right here at the London Film and Comic-Con, and why don't you show me the Green Ranger one, too. Let me see. Yeah, look at that. All right, looking good. Turbo.
So he always made me feel special, and it hurts because I wanted Gary to meet JDF.
I feel like I've already have though. The years I've collected the toys as a kid, the years I've bought the DVDs, the years I've spent watching series that he's not even in, but he still gets mentioned about.
Also, don't forget you got Dimensions in Danger.
God.
That was another favourite episode of us with Jason David Frank as Tommy, because I mean, even to have the Master Morpher and have all those powers. I know he didn't morph into the Red Turbo because that was one of my favourite Rangers he was, but...
oh no, to me it'll always be Green Ranger and White Ranger for the 1995 movie.
Red Zeo, and then Dinosaur Black. And I think, for me, my favourite moment for JDF was definitely Green with Evil. That first time he disappeared, and he really just blew everyone away. I mean, the way he jumped into the Megazord and just literally kicked everyone out of the Megazord, and then to fight the Rangers with the Sword of Darkness, and then to grow giant to fight the Megazord, and then to fight Jason. That was my favourite moment, when the Jason and Tommy were fighting, and then Jason freed Tommy from the Rita's spell by destroying the Sword of Darkness. That was my favourite moment. And then the moment when they all morphed as a 6 team for the first time, and then you see Dragonzord in fighting mode, which is one of my favourite Megazords. I loved that moment.
Well, thank you so much for watching. Well done to Peter Chetty for putting this video and this project together. It's absolutely stunning.
We love you guys. This is remember everyone, this is our time to come together and unite as Power Rangers fans. Let's continue doing what JDF always did.
Don't be silent. Speak up.
If you have a problem and you need to talk to someone, never be afraid to share your emotions. And let's keep the mission going with what JDF started, making people happy, make memories, and share the love of Power Rangers forever. Because, in our opinion, Jason David Frank, Tommy Oliver was the best Power Ranger of all time. And the fact that he's with Trini, the Yellow Ranger, the original Yellow Ranger, at least knowing that he's with her now, and his brother Eric Frank, that's what made, at least it's heartwarming to think that he's with those two now. So Ranger Nation, thank you for watching, and myself, Gary, and the Ranger Chamber team will see you all very soon. Thank you again to Peter for putting this incredible video together. You are a totally amazing teammate. And thank you guys for watching. We love you.
Bye everyone, enjoy the rest of the video.
May the power protect you always.
Jason David Frank and Tommy Oliver might as well be the same person in my eyes. just what can I say that hasn't been said 1,000 times already this month? I was born in 1987, so I grew up in the 90s. I do wish I could have been there from day one, really, but we just didn't have the cable at the time. So I began watching Power Rangers every Saturday morning, GMTV here in the UK, and the first episodes I remember ever watching were White Light, season 2. So, which is funny because the Green Ranger is my favourite Ranger of all time, so you'd think it'd be White, wouldn't you? I had to go back and watch all the season 1 stuff from VHS tapes that I got from my my local video rental shop and Blockbusters. Remember those? So every Saturday morning from then on, Power Rangers, until obviously we had Sky and the cable and the internet and all this other lovely new modern stuff. Speaking of the internet, a couple of years back, I ran a YouTube channel known as Power Rangers Hall of Fame and the Facebook page to go along with it. Basically, there'd be a vote every so often, and a Ranger would win the vote, and then they'd be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Pretty straightforward, really. Jason David Frank, obviously being one of the early inductees, second, I believe, and the most voted from my memory. But I would go to Comic-Cons when they came over here in the UK, and I'd present them with a plaque that I'd made for them. It's a little Hall of Fame thing in the corner with the helmets. So I believe it was 2015. Jason David Frank and a few other Rangers came over to London Film and Comic Con. If you've ever been to a Comic Con to see JDF, you'll know the lines are spectacular. So just setting a little scene there for you. I get in line. I wait till I get to my turn, and then I talk to him, obviously. Can you sign these? And while I'm here, I'm with the Power Rangers Hall of Fame. Would you mind if I took about 5 minutes of your time, filmed a little video, and pop it on my YouTube channel? Is that cool? And he said, well, I can't take the time to do it right now because, as you probably know, that line behind you ain't getting shorter. I said, okay, fair enough. Is it all right if I come back a bit later when it's quieter? And he said, we'll figure something out later. But yes, we shall. So, very happy with my signatures. I go off, do the convention, obviously get my photo ops with him. And the other Rangers, of course. And the convention's winding down now, so I mean, half the people have gone home. Not the guests, the fans. So I'm interviewing Jason Faunt at the time. And one of JDF's guys comes looking for me. He comes up to me. He goes, "Here, if you want to do that interview thing with JDF, you got to get stepping because he's got somewhere to be." So JDF had to do a media appearance. They filmed some video for some 360 camera thing they had there. You think I can find that video on YouTube? No. And then after filming that, they had to bounce. There were cars waiting. So, I mean, if you watch my induction with Aaron Cahill, you can see the urgency of them actually leaving.
I'm so sorry. Our bus is literally leaving, and I promised him I would do this because I just wanted like an award. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Sorry. Thank you. Yay! Thank you so much. I was really excited about being season 8. So thank you.
No problem at all. Oh no, it's all good.
Thank you, my love. Bye. We're running to our bus, so bye. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
Guys, thank you very much for voting. This has been a live induction. Thank you, and I will see you.
Because that was after the media appearance, Aaron Cahill. But so I went up to back to JDF. I got to the table. The line's shut by this point. There's no one there at all. So I managed to get to interview him in peace and quiet, which was great for the audio.
It's Morphin time. Any chance of an Evil Green Ranger laugh?
Evil Green Ranger laugh. I am in the UK of Hall of Fame.
Yeah, guys.
Alright, buddy. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much. Yeah, no problem.
Did me 2 3-minute video, gave him his plaque, which he posted on Facebook as well, by the way. That was amazing. Because I wasn't tagged in it or anything. I don't suppose he knew where to find me, or he lost a little card I gave him. But yeah, he posted it on Facebook. The picture, not the video. But yeah, we wrapped up with that. I do wish I'd had a bit more time with him, so on a personal level, I could tell him how much he meant to me, because having him in my life in the 90s, even if only on the TV, I credit him and a few other people to the way I've grown up into the man I am today, because I really needed a decent male role model growing up. I just didn't know it at the time. And JDF was my guy. The amount of times I've tried to grow my hair out and wear bandanas casually, and I credit that to JDF and his influence over me. But, yeah, so we finished up with my interview. Back to 2015 again. Time travelling. Finish up with JDF. Go to leave with my partner and my kids. My kids sort of start crying. It's like, boys, what's wrong? And they look up to me. They turn to me and say, we really wanted a picture with Jason David Frank. Or Tommy. We really want a picture with Tommy. It's like, oh, his line's shut, mate. I turn round and I kind of pull that face kind of. There wasn't really any words spoken. It was sort of like, yeah. And Steve Cardenas is still there standing next to him as well. So he kind of shuffles over to get in on this as well. And the boys take their picture with their little Megaforce morphers. The guy was awesome in every sense of the word. He was a legend, and he will be dearly missed. Jason, you were loved by your family, your friends, and your fans. May the power protect you forever. God bless your soul, and may you continue to rest in peace.
So that was Tom. He really is the greatest ranger. Dragon Sword! Tiger Sword! Fury 5! Let's rip some Philosopher! Shift to the turbo! Red Lightning Turbo Power! Tick-tock, hear the clock count down. Wish the minute I could be rewound. So much to do and so much I need to say. Will tomorrow be too late?
Jay was a mentor to me. We met on the show, became friends, he became a mentor, then he became a big brother. But this is a crushing loss. I mean, Jay was was a leader amongst leaders. Thank you guys. Please keep his family in mind. Please know that Jay was an amazing man, and make sure you speak his praises, like I will to my dying day. May the power protect you.
You know him as Tommy from the Point Morphin Power Rangers. Here is Jason Skillet!
One day too
Tommy?
He was such a force and such a bright, crazy, wild, funny light. And gonna miss that guy so stinking much. All of his crazy voice messages and all of his suits and his sense of humor, his positivity, and he always just like constantly calling and texting me how proud he is of me, and I just gonna miss him a lot.
Guess who's back? Who are you? I'm your brother. I checked my closet this morning, and there's a serious shortage of black in there.
Wait, Landon!
How can I serve my empress?
There's no secret that Jason Frank and I were not beer drinking buddies, for sure. I hope he rests in peace, and my prayers and my thoughts go out to his family. Once a Ranger, always a Ranger, brother. Once a Ranger, always a Ranger. Much love.
It's Morphin time!
I guess this is it, huh? Well, it's been great. I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Hanging in there with me through all this. It means a lot to me. I guess it's time to say goodbye again. May the power protect y'all.
You are a strong and courageous fighter, Green Ranger, and an honorable man.